Happy Thursday, third graders. Well, mystery is done and behind us. I bet you're wondering what's up next. Well, we thought you'd be ready for something new, so your teachers and I have put together some lessons for the remainder of the year that will allow you to be a little more creative. More creative in the kinds of books you choose, and also more creative in how you are responding to your thinking about your books. So if you are like my kids, you are kind of getting sick of the books at your house. So we're going to ask that you guys try to tap into the online reading resources that we have, such as Tumble Books, Epic, or Storia. Whatever you are most familiar with would probably be your go-to. Our goal for today is to kind of help each other. So we're going to have you create an advertisement or something for one of the great books that you found online that you think that somebody else or your other classmates might enjoy. And we're going to do that the way that the movies do it, through a movie poster. So we're going to take a movie poster and change it to our book poster. So first thing you're going to need to do is create a new slideshow. If you are on Google Classrooms, your teacher will push kind of a slideshow out to you. If you are not on Google Classrooms, you're just going to need to go to your Google Drive and add or create a new slideshow. And in order to get going, I guess we should look at what's on a movie poster and think of how we're going to make that into a book poster.
Okay, so it won't take much to take you from movie poster to book poster. Here are a couple movie posters from movies you might have seen or heard of. Got Ice Age on the left and Bolt on the right. The first thing you should notice about a movie poster is a big title and a bright, colorful, eye-catching picture. So we're hoping to see that on your movie posters. You also notice a lot of names. On the bottom of Ice Age, you see quite a few names and just a couple on the top of Bolt. So those are the names of the main actors and actresses that do the voices in these movies. Your book doesn't have actors and actresses, but it does have characters. So please include the names of the main characters. On the bottom of Ice Age, there's some information. It's almost unreadable. It's so tiny. So don't make yours tiny. But that other information on your book poster will be the genre. Is it fantasy? Is it fiction? How many pages are in it? Let your classmates know. Are they in for a chapter book, or is it just a short story of 15 pages? Last thing you might include there is where you can find it, because we talked about different classes use different online reading sites. Is it on Epic, Storia, Tumble Books? Please include that as well. So that's kind of the easy main stuff. A couple of other fun features we're hoping you can include are, one of them is a tagline. Most movie posters have a fun, clever little tagline. So on Shrek 3D, it says, "It ain't ogre till it's ogre." It's a play on words. It ain't over till it's over. And then on Smallfoot, they have, "There's been a big myth understanding." So a pun with the word myth instead of misunderstanding, because Bigfoot is a myth. So taglines just create, it's a catchy little phrase that kind of creates a buzz or a little bit of an excitement about your book. It doesn't need to be a pun or a play on words. Just do your best. And the last thing that is my favorite part and kind of a fun feature is the reviews and ratings. So if you look on top of Homeward Bound and on the bottom of Because of Winn-Dixie, you'll see something in quotes. Usually something in quotes is something that somebody said. So they're kind of saying, oh, this person says, or this newspaper says. So Homeward Bound says an A+, an instant classic. The bottom of Because of Winn-Dixie says one of the best family movies in years. So you can do a quote from yourself. Like I might put, "A funny book about friendship," said Miss Embling. If you want to, you can get creative with your person who said it. "Mr. Bob says this is the best book ever." You guys always come up with really clever, creative names, so you can be creative with that. Also, you can be creative with your rating scale. It could be a scale of emojis. It could be a scale of stars like I've used on here, or a simple picture of thumbs up, or maybe you have one thumb up and one thumb down because it's an okay book. It's not the greatest, but give us a rating. Those are all the things that you should have included. So let's go and give it a whirl. All right, so we've got a new blank slide. I'm going to show you just a couple of neat features that you can use. So once you've got your new blank slide and you're ready to go, you need to figure out what book you want to use. So if you go back to Epic or Storia, you can read a book, or you can pick one that you've read in the past. And as I was kind of peeking through here, I really wanted to read Cosmic Pizza Party, but a book that I read and enjoyed is Animal Rescue Friends, and I read one called Maddie and Boyd. It was the first one. So this is the one I'm going to use for my book poster. One cool thing you will need to know to get a great picture is this. So look at your keyboard screen. On the top, you have a button called Screen Select. And then you know where the Shift key is. And then the one below it is called Control. So you're going to need to know Control, Shift, and Select Screen, because that will let you select anything on your screen to take a picture of. It automatically copies that. So that will be handy if you have your book. Like I see that picture of Maddie and Boyd, and I would love to use that for my picture on my movie poster, but I can't just take that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press those three keys, Control, Shift, and Select Screen. Your screen should darken like that. And then if you can see this little X or this little cross, I'm just going to click and take what I want as my picture. And that's what I want. And then I let my click go. It has copied that. So I'm just going to go back to my blank page and paste it. So I right-clicked to get the paste. You can also press Control V and that will paste it as well. Perfect. I've got my picture. We talked about the big main things were the picture, the title, and the characters. So I want to make sure that you know some fun ways to do that. So I've taken a picture. Now I'm going to insert. So I'm going to go up to Insert on top, and I'm going to insert word art. You can just type in your title and change the color if you want to, but word art makes it a little fancier. So I'm going to do that. So it's called, let me make sure I get the title, Animal Rescue Friends, Maddie and Boyd. Right, so then you just press enter and you move it where you want it. And you can drag it to be a little bit bigger. We said the title is often pretty big, so that might be too big, but we're gonna roll with it. All right, so my title is in bubble letters, but it still doesn't look that exciting. So what I'm gonna do is go up to where I can change the font color. So I'm gonna make it purple. So I just made the outside purple. And I think I'm going to make the inside, which is right next to that. If you scroll over each of these, it'll tell you what it does. So I'm going to fill in some color, and I'm going to fill in turquoise. There we go. This one here to the right of the border color, you can click and it'll make it a little bit thicker. There we go. That's a little more eye-catching. All right, so on to add some of my other features. I'm going to go and add a text box, and I am going to add in, I think I'm going to add in my author. My author was Gina Loveless. And whoops, too many S's. There we go. And I'm just going to change the font on that one, kind of like this font, and make it a little bit bigger. And I think I want to twist it. All right, I'm going to continue adding text boxes till all of the things I need are on here. All right, I am just about done. I've got my title, my author, I've got the genre here. This realistic fiction book is rated 5 out of 5 stars. I've also got that it's a graphic novel over here. So a 26-page graphic novel. I've got a rating or a review down here. A great story for those who love animals. My own review. I have that. I can find it on Epic. And my little tagline says it pays to stay positive. I found a way to kind of fit a little play with words there instead of positive. I think I'd just like to add my rating scale. So I'm going to go to Insert Image, and instead of camera, I think I'm just going to search for a picture of 5 stars. Oh, I've done it before, so it's already up there. I think I liked this one the best, so I'm going to insert that. It's going to come a little bit bigger. I'm going to have to resize it. kind of small. All right, 5 out of 5 stars. It was a cute book. It was fun to read. It was about animals.
And here is my finished product. It looks pretty good. We would love for you to get more familiar with some of the features on Google Slides, and I know some of you are pros already, but if it's frustrating you, you can definitely create your book poster on paper using crayons and markers. If you do that, please take a picture of it and add it to your new reading slideshow, and make sure the things on the poster are big enough for us to see. Remember, you will be sharing these out with your teacher and some classmates, so be prepared to share. All right, happy creating. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with.